Hey, everybody, it's me, Captain Blueberry Buckaroo, aka Lancer737, and I have a special video for y'all. Oh, and by the way, I just got this notification that we're going to probably have a new special campaign coming soon. Do not know if it's new or not, or if it's rerun. Looking at the background, it has a lunar theme, so I have a feeling we're going to be redoing the campaign when Nightmare Moon takes over in the alternate universe. Anyway, I'm going to show you something really, really, really incredibly cool. Here we go. Lots of gifts. Thank you all. And I'm sorry I haven't been able to get to all your comments. In fact, when this video uploads, I will not be able to get to any comments for at least a couple hours. Don't be worried. I'm going to the hospital, not for myself. I have to help out a lot with stuff at the hospital. So it takes a lot of time. Not that I'm complaining, but that's just the only reason why I haven't been able to get to comments, and I'm very sorry about that. So, further ado, this is going to be really cool, like I said. Really, really cool pony merch. Princess Luna right there. Okay, first things first, just to get this out of the way, I snagged one of these. It is the Sea Pony version of Rainbow Dash. It looks really, really cool. And there's my cat Ritz. Hey, Ritz. But yeah, I wanted some merch from the movie. I wasn't able to get it, and well, finally found one, and it was off by a lot of money. I think it was only $5, but yeah, it's really, really cool, really cool. And cattail, that's not helping things. To be honest with you, she would have been the only one that would have wanted that did come out from the movie Rainbow Dash. Anyway, that's not the main reason I'm doing this. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna have to let him out because he'll step all over everything. Come on, Ritz. There he is, right there. Ritz. Ritz the cat. Look, there you go. Or do you not want to go? Okay, there you go. There he goes. Okay, I'm gonna set this down for a minute. Take a look at this. What happened recently is that they allowed My Little Pony to cross over with a card game called Magic the Gathering. These are actual, real Magic the Gathering My Little Pony cards, and they are incredibly awesome. One of the cool things about it is that with 3/5 of the purchase that goes, I mean, that you pay for this goes towards a children's hospital, and I think it's either Seattle or Houston. I'd have to look at it again. But these are incredibly awesome, and the fact that you can now have My Little Pony characters in Magic the Gathering is just crazy. And I'm going to explain to you why some of these rules are insane for these characters. Now, look at Princess Twilight Sparkle, legendary creature, which means you can only have one of her. Makes sense, right? Whoops. Okay, so you can only have one of her. She's a flying creature. Other alicorns, horses, pegasi, ponies, and unicorns you control are +1/+1, which means, like, looking at Princess Luna, if Princess Twilight Sparkle was there, her attack and defense stats would be 5/5 instead of 4/4. 4/4 is decent. 5/5 is good. And then you see those element that I can't talk. Those symbols right there, those represent the elements in the game. So if you control Applejack, Fluttershy, Pinkie Pie, Rainbow Dash, and Rarity, every pony wins the game. This is the only character that has a ridiculous rule like that, where if you have all the characters, you instantly win. You don't have to fight anything. You don't have to do anything. The magic of friendship just helps you win the game. Now, it's a little bit more complicated than that, because you'll likely have to have the elements to be able to summon them. And going by these emblems representing the elements in the game, it might mean that you need every single element in the end to summon them all, which can take up a lot of time and energy to summon them and randomly find the characters. And then you could also have an opponent that uses a magic spell that ruins the elements that you need to summon them. So it's not quite as broken, or at least as it seems. When the other characters finally do come out, it'll be much more difficult. Since they're not out, except for Rarity, this almost implies that all you need is just the mana from those elements that are representing the main six. So in that regard, then it does become incredibly broken, because it's like all you need is just the mana and then Rarity, and then boom, instant victory. Now, I'm going to skip Luna for a minute, because hers is really, really the most awesome and broken one. I'm only seeing people making character lists with hers. Now, Rarity, there's miniature Princess Luna in my hand. She's flying all over the place. Rarity, legendary creature, unicorn. Rare and mythic rare spells you cast cost 1 less to cast, which that's not a bad thing. I think there might be other spells and other characters that might be able to do better, but that's still pretty decent. Use whenever it just has one number but no color with it. That means any mana in the game. Reveal a My Little Pony toy you own until end of turn. Another target creature gains protection from each color in that toy's coat, mane, and outfit. So that's ridiculous in itself. Now, they probably didn't 100% think that out, because most MLP characters do not have all the colors that would represent the elements in this game, making them immune. But there are a few. They probably forgot about them when they made that rule. If you have Shadow Bolt, Rainbow Dash, you literally can deploy that on the character you're doing that protection spell with, and they 100% will be immune to every single element in the game for an entire turn. Even the purple element, which for right now, it only exists in the lore but not in the game, because it was too difficult to implement into the game. Princess Luna's, like I said, is the most awesome one. It's complicated, so I'm going to set the phone down to show you other elements of this that's really cool. Oh, and the packaging for this is just awesome. Okay. Okay. So I've removed the special plastic wrap. That's what it looks like underneath Twilight's card. And here's a closer up look at Twilight. I swear I didn't see anywhere that they're foil, so I might have inadvertently got a rarer version. I'm trying not to touch it too much, though, because this is a super rare limited edition thing. Friendship isn't always easy, but there is no doubt it's worth fighting for. And that's very true. She's a 2/2 creature, which I'm kind of shocked that she would be 2/2, considering how powerful she is. But look at that artwork. I love it. I love the hybrid of the artwork, which is Magic the Gathering style. Darn it, sorry about that. It's Magic the Gathering style with My Little Pony. And if you look at this element here, I mean, these emblems here, it means that you need one water mana and one light magic mana to summon Twilight. That's not bad. And if you take a look at rarities, that's the thing behind rarities packaging. Behind the card, trying not to touch it too much. Another 2/2 creature. I simply cannot let, they can't see that, crimes against Fabulousity go uncorrected. Makes a lot of sense for her. Looks fantastic. Luna's is incredibly special because technically she's 2 cards in one. She starts the game as Nightmare Moon. Try not to touch that too much. You need 2 death mana or black mana and then 4 generic mana to summon Nightmare Moon. And she is incredibly dangerous. She's a 6/6 creature. The night shall last forever. Oh, the night will last forever. I thought her slogan was shall last forever. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. It looks fantastic. And get a load of this. She's a legendary creature, Alicorn, flying. As long as it's nighttime, Nightmare Moon gets a +2/+2 and menace. She becomes an 8/8 creature. That's not a common, in fact, that's a rare thing. She is an incredibly powerful powerhouse that will blow through most of the enemies in this game, as long as it's nighttime. And still, she's 6/6. There's not going to be very many things that are going to be able to laugh off an attack from her in this game. And in Menace, if I remember correctly, Menace means that she ignores toughness as well. So like she's attacking someone with 8 strength and then she ignores their toughness. So she's just turning them into pudding basically when she fights them. And here's the other special rule. Transform Nightmare Moon. Any pony may activate this ability or help pay this cost. When they do, they become your friend. But it does more than that. It turns her into Princess Luna, and that's when it gets even more interesting. She's not the powerhouse that Nightmare Moon is. Definitely not. But this is where it gets crazy. Really crazy. Really, really, really crazy. Legendary creature flying. When this creature transforms into Princess Luna, choose up to 6 cards you own from outside the game with a moon in the art. That's all it takes, having a moon in the art. Then exile those cards. As long as those cards remain exiled, you may cast them, and your friends may cast them with your permission. Gifts are appreciated. What that means is the exile pile normally in this game is a pile where things that are destroyed or killed are killed in such a way that they can't come back usually. And things attempting to do so, even when they succeed, end up being destroyed to bring those things back. It's consider it being extra over dead. There's death, which you can use dark magic and stuff to bring back in this game. And then there's things that have been killed so badly that that's not even going to work. Well, in this case, this is how they're replicating Princess Luna's dream magic, that she can pull things out of the dream realm and use them at will. She keeps any card with moons in the artwork in that pile that's not part of your main deck. So technically, if you have Princess Luna in this game, this is one of the few times you get 2 decks to play this game, and one of the decks is 6 cards, anything with a moon. I'm going to show you some crazy stuff with that. So this is the database with, well, you can look up any term you want, and I just looked up moons, and this isn't even going to be foolproof because there's plenty of cards that don't have moon, in the actual name that will have moons in the background. So because of her ability, I could have Alpine Moon, which is this crazy looking. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have. I can just do this. I can summon a moon that carries mountains with it, and it turns all your opponent's landscapes into summon a creature. You get energy to cast a spell. You just instantly, like, let's say they have built their army around blue magic and it's all blue. You just turn it into red. You just practically killed their ability to summon anything and use any magic. Hopefully, if they're them, they have a mix between blue and red. That's the only way they're going to fix that problem. Otherwise, they could be done right there. I can summon werewolves, specifically this type of werewolf. Creature you control gets +1/+1 and gain trample until end of turn. Trample is a pretty dangerous ability. It's been such a long time since I played Magic the Gathering, so I can't tell you what that is. But if I felt like it, wait, actually, you know what? I take it back. I could not have this because even though it says moon in the title, there's no moon in this art that I can see. So forget that. I could summon Bad Moon though. Black creature gets +1/+1, which that would mean if it was nighttime and I had nightmare. Well, wait, that wouldn't work. Darn, that wouldn't work. Well, Princess Luna still counts as a black creature, so I could, if she's with Twilight, I could make her a 6/6 creature again. Oh wait, no. Yeah, I could make her a 6/6 creature again. Let's see. Benediction of the Moon, and I could do this one again. You gain +1 life for each player haunts. When this spell card is put into your graveyard after... It's kind of fuzzy on my end. I don't know if it is for you. Graveyard, after resolving, remove it from the game. Haunting target creature. I can't tell you what haunting means. Blood Moon, enchant. Non-basic lands or mountains. Again, I think this is only something you can do to yourself. So it's only going to be effective if you need red magic really fast, and you turn your other mana pools into red magic, which is a double-sided sword, because the whole point that you have, the whole reason you have those other cards is because that's probably stuff that you mainly use. You might mainly be using black magic or white magic or green magic, and you need red magic in an emergency. So you're able to deploy it for that emergency, but then you've kind of ruined your production abilities through the rest of the game. Bound by Moon Silver. I could argue that you can kind of see the moon in this, or at least the clouds are glowing because of the moon. But I'll just skip that one. Call of the Full Moon. I can do this one. Enchantment Aura. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +3/+2 and has trample. It can deal excessive combat damage to defending player or planeswalker while attacking. I don't know what a planeswalker is in this game. At the beginning of each upkeep, if a player casts 2 or more spells last turn, sacrifice Call of the Full Moon. Now this would be pretty cool because if I deployed this, I need red magic, obviously, looking at the border and the mana. But if I were to deploy this, I would not need Twilight to make Princess Luna really powerful. I can make Princess Luna become a +7/+6 character, and that would be incredibly powerful, especially with anything else I could deploy with her. And I haven't even show you one of the craziest things that she can have, just because it has a moon in the picture. Chaos Moon. This is another red magic one. During each player upkeep, count the number of permanents. I think that's what it says. It's kind of fuzzy. I'm sorry about that. If the number is odd, all red creatures get a +1. Well, that's kind of useless for me, because like if a lot of the My Little Pony characters so far that I have, they all require white, black, and blue magic. Having three different things in your deck is really pushing it, because that can really limit your production capabilities and your effectiveness if you need 3 different or 4 different kinds of magic to run things. So unless I only had Princess Luna, if I wanted an MLP deck, well, darn, that's kind of a contradiction. Because if I want an MLP deck, I would have to literally have it be a completely mixed with every single magic in the game. So it's very complicated. But generally in tournaments, you don't want to mix it more than 2. Oh, and because the My Little Pony cards have silver brackets on them, that means that they're not tournament legal at all. They're only meant for fun, which I understand. I mean, you guys probably understand after seeing this. Princess Luna is insanely powerful in Magic the Gathering. It's insane. Cult of the Waxing Moon. I can't justify. I mean, I could say that's Moonlight, but I don't think Moonlight counts towards the rules, so we'll skip that. Full Moon Rise. Enchantment. That's green magic, actually. Werewolf creatures you control get +1. Plus, what's the point? You could have saved ink. You don't need to put a +0. If there's nothing there, they're going to know it's only a +1 for it. Whatever. And you have Trample. Sacrifice Full Moon Rise. Regenerate all werewolf creatures you control. I could see Princess Luna having a werewolf army, especially with her nighttime abilities in this game. That'd be funny. Hollowed Moonlight. That looks like a honeymoon, so yeah, that would work. Instant. And it's white magic. Until end of turn, if a creature would enter the battlefield and it wasn't cast, exile it instead. That's one of those things that's like instant death. That would actually be pretty cool to have Princess Luna use. She just summons a honeymoon, and it's not even a blood moon. You'd think if Princess Luna is summoning a giant red moon, that's bad. No, it's a moon. It's the honeymoon that's bad that Princess Luna summons. You have this nice honey-looking covered moon, and then all of a sudden, all your allies, I should say, all your units just suddenly die because she summoned that moon. Creatures of darkness instinctively hide from the light. In this case, it's Princess Luna doing that, so it doesn't matter. Imprisoned in the moon. Oh, that's going to be kind of touchy for Princess Luna. Blue magic, which would work with what we got. Enchantment creature. Land or planeswalker. Enchanted permanent is a colorless land with, I don't know what that emblem means. Add. I'm guessing that's mana, but I'm not sure what that emblem means either, to your mana pool, and lose all other card types and abilities. I don't know if that would be worth having. That's a strange looking creature. It's legendary, so it has to be powerful. No, I don't know if I'd want that. It's 1/1 creature. I'm not sure if I would want that. Whenever you play a Spirit of Arcane spell, target creature gains fear until the end of turn. That's not bad. I don't know if I'd use Princess Luna's ability to do that. I can't really see a moon in this one. It's very strange artwork, so I would probably skip that. Magus of the Moon. Another intensely red moon. Non-basic lands or mountains. That's another thing that can screw up your enemies. Mist Moon Griffin. That sounds like something that should be in MLP. But I don't see a moon in it for real. So Moon Heron. That actually looks like cool work, but I don't know if it'd be worth it. Flying. The heron is a symbol of the Archangel Avakine. The fact that such spirits still fly gives the church hope that its founders may one day return. Like I said, I'm not sure if that would be worth it. Moon Sprite. No, that's definitely not worth it. It's a 1/1 creature that flies. That's not worth it. Moonblade Shinobi. Probably doesn't count. That would be kind of cool. That looks like cool artwork. Moonbow Illusionist. Again, Can't justify using it. I don't see any moons in it. Moon-eating dog. A dog that eats moons? What? A 3/3 creature. As long as you control a Yangling Planewalker, Moon-eating dog has flying. Can't be blocked except by creatures with flying or reach. That it sounds significant enough that I could see that working. Moon Glove Changeling. There's no actual moon in the picture, so whatever. Okay, I'm going to just skip to the craziest one I saw. Where you get the idea that her ability is insane. That she can have 6 cards of any type as long as it has a moon in the picture, she gets it. And I've already shown you some insane ones, but this one right here that I'm about to show you is one of the most insane that Princess Luna can have. Let's see. Moon Silver Spear. This is insane. Artifact equipment. Equipped creature has first strike, always. So no matter what, even if something actually has a higher attack than Princess Luna doesn't care. She has a lance that allows her to attack anyway. Whenever equipped creature attacks, put a 4/4 White Angel creature token with flying onto the battlefield. Equip 4. You need 4 of any mana to equip it to Princess Luna. Every time she attacks, she gets an ally with 4/4 stats. Over and over again. That's insane. That is ridiculously insane. Princess Luna is epically awesome in Magic the Gathering. To the point that, again, like I pointed out, she's not tournament legal unless someone went crazy and they're like, hey, let's let non-tournament legal fighters into the Magic the Gathering. But Princess Luna is just freaking awesome. And I have one last thing to show you, but it's not exactly My Little Pony related, and Princess Luna is standing on Princess Luna, which is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. I had been waiting for years for something like this to happen. And they finally did. Here is Wave Man from Mega Man. He is my favorite robot master in the classic Mega Man series. And I think his incarnation in the TV show looks even better than what he looks like in the video game. Long story short with him, he has a super high compressor in his right arm cannon that allows him to fire water at such high compressive values that it cuts through most metals in his universe, and a lot of the metals are super metals that outperform most of the metals, if not all the metals that we have now. And he's been known to cancel out even plasma and other projectiles with the volume and pressure of the water, which is following Pascal's law about contained pressures and fluids. And then I think it's using the same compressor for his left arm that fires a high velocity, high powered harpoon gun. Well, one of the significant things about the new Mega Man show is that it 100% is directly made by the same people that make My Little Pony. And the guy that plays as Shining Armor plays... No, not Shining Armor. The guy that plays as Flash Sentry plays as Mega Man in that show. So if you like Flash Sentry... if you like Flash Sentry and you like Mega Man, or you just like the guy that plays Flash Sentry, I recommend checking out the Mega Man series. It's hit and miss. A lot of the episodes are really, really good. And at least half the Robot Masters they have in it, the revisions of them look way better than they ever have in the series. That being Wave Man, Fireman, and Drill Man. The ones that I think they kind of failed with are Guts Man and Airman. Iceman is like in the middle because, in all intents and purposes, the original Iceman is just a guy in a blue coat, a generic coat that looks like belongs in a Christmas decoration. But at the same time, even though he looks more detailed now, it's kind of meh. So it's like, for him, it's in the gray area. All the original Robot Masters they made for the show are kind of lame, though. But so far, it's been really good. Anyway, Princess Luna and I wish you a happy Tuesday, and I hope you enjoyed this review. These cards are awesome. the fact that My Little Pony now is in Magic the Gathering is incredibly awesome, and that they're not weak joke characters. I'm not kidding about the significance of Princess Luna. That is insanely powerful. Yeah, I know Twilight being able to instantly win if all of her friends are on the table is really powerful, but it's going to take a lot of time to deploy those characters, and I've already shown you there's cards that can change your mana, so they're a different kind of mana. If someone knows you have Twilight and they're going to try to deploy all of her friends so it's an instant win, they could already have spells in play that they can screw up all your mana, so you just flat out can't summon Applejack and Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy. Anyway, take it easy, everyone.